Hey guys, welcome back to another one. This is Crypto Elite, home to the #1 Theta community. And if you like this content, please like and subscribe to the channel. And you can find me on Theta TV as well. Alright, in today's video, I once again have another monthly update to my Theta and TFUEL stakings earning. But like I said in all of my previous videos, first I want to go over some educational content. So if you do feel familiar with the Theta ecosystem, just blast on over to the second half of the video where I go into the deep dive of the breakdown of my earnings. But if you are interested in education, like I always say, this is free. I will break down the Theta network, not so much the entire dual network, but I do want to hit on the edge network. Some people might not be as familiar with what edge computing is or what the edge network is, so I'll talk about that briefly and then we'll go on over to my earnings. So the Theta network is a dual network. Like I said, it consists of two different complementary subsystems: the Theta blockchain and the Theta Edge network. So the blockchain, as we know, provides payments, rewards, smart contract capabilities, but the Edge network is responsible for the storage and delivery of media assets like images and videos. So even though it's one huge ecosystem, it kind of is split into two different regimes. So the blockchain, as we know, create the blocks. So that is where all the information, the ledger, if you will, is stored, and then the Edge network is where all the back end processing. So if we check out this website right here, it's a quick little breakdown. So starting in the 1990s, content delivery networks, or CDNs, were the first instance of traditional data centers. And that's what we know today, which is great because we were able to blast data, from one centralized location pretty much anywhere in the world. But we did learn that if you were not near that data center, some of that information took a while to get to you. So a handful of communication distributed systems emerged in the 30 years since then, including peer-to-peer, cloud, fog computing, and others. While within the last 5 years, the Edge network has really started to take off. And the IoT and things, Internet of Things, and consumer devices just started flooding the network. And there is an estimation by 2023 the global market will balloon to $800 billion. So it is going to, be here to stay for sure. So the edge networking, some of the features: flexible application deployment with small to minimal downtime, and that is something that is emphasized with the entire edge network. So you can process data and traffic really quickly. API support for remote services and remote devices. So there's a lot of pros with it. And like I said, the benefits: speed, efficiency, security, reliability, and scalability are some of the things. And the last thing I did want to hit on, I think this article did a great job as well. So faster networking technologies such as 5G wireless are allowing for edge computing systems to accelerate the creation or support of real-time applications. And they go down to break down exactly what some of the Theta use cases are. So such as video processing and analytics, self-driving cars. And as we know, I made a video not too long ago about how Theta is getting into the self-driving car and AI storage. And this all has to do with the edge network, guys. So as well as AI and robotics, to name a few. While the early goals of edge computing were to address the cost of bandwidth, which you can see it in every single Theta doc statement, that is one thing that they do and do well, because not every country, like the US of A, some other countries still have very high bandwidth costs. And the cost for VR bandwidth is very, very expensive. So data traveling long distances because of the growth of IoT generated data. So the rise of real-time applications that need processing at the edge is driving technology ahead. So these are all reasons why, Theta has this dual network with the two complementary subsystems. So I hope you learned a little bit there about why we do have the edge network. But now I will move on to my earnings for the month. And as we know, or if this is your first time watching, I have invested in both 10,000 TFUEL to start staking my TFUEL, and 1,000 Theta to start staking Theta. When I did that, combined it was about 8,500, so about $5,000 in Theta, and then 3,500 in TFUEL. I thought was getting it at a really good price, Theta that was, and it's just continued to slide down, but it's a-okay. This is a long-term play. So if we check out my monthly TFUEL earnings, it was about 87 and change TFUEL. So pretty average, I would say, compared to my previous months. And my total TFUEL earned now is just beneath the 600 TFUEL. I'm at about 593. And once we start looking at the price of Theta, like I said, dipped down to about $3.27 when I purchased, my 1,000 Theta. I averaged in at around $5, so definitely down there. And TFUEL price at around 18 cents, which is more or less the same as last month. Yep. And the number of transactions this month was slightly higher, 16 versus the 14 transactions I had the previous month in January. And then the USD earned, as you can see here, about 15 bucks, almost 16 bucks from staking my Theta in TFUEL. I went over this in a previous video. A lot of people were asking, how much energy am I burning? Because I do run my own node. So I do have a laptop that kind of runs 24/7 to do this. And is just about $1 with the electricity cost that I currently have. And my equipment, I do have a Dell G7 Core i7 from 2019, so that is what I'm using. The total USD earned is about 100 bucks. So I've been doing this for about 6 months, maybe 7 months, and 100 bucks. Like I said, this is a long-term play. I do think Theta will be around, so just to be able to earn money on some of the digital assets I have is, something I'm very happy with. But these numbers don't really reflect that. As you can see, the return for Theta is pretty low, and the return for TFUEL is even lower, and that's the ROA, or return on asset. Like I said, long-term play, so I'm definitely just going to hold on to it. The overall return on my investment, which is the full 8,500, is 1.24%, which is pretty weak, I know, but I'm a-okay with it. Like I said, long-term play. And then last but not least, we have the APY. We select that, it's about 2.66%, so a little bit lower. And yeah, I know, like I say, this is a long-term play. At least I am getting paid to hold these assets. So in summary, guys, this is my February earnings for staking both TFUEL and Theta. So once again, we talked about the Edge network, the complementary subsystems of Theta. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next one.